בראשית ברא אלוהים את השמיים ואת הארץ. בראשית ברא אלוהים את השמיים ואת הארץ, והארץ הייתה תוהו ובוהו וחושך על פני תהום. והארץ הייתה תוהו ובוהו וחושך על פני תהום, ורוח אלוהים מרחפת על פני המים, ורוח אלוהים מרחפת על פני המים. השמיים ואת הארץ. בראשית ברא אלוהים את השמיים ואת הארץ, והארץ הייתה תוהו ובוהו וחושך על פני תהום, והארץ הייתה תוהו ובוהו וחושך על פני תהום, ורוח אלוהים מרחפת על פני המים, ורוח אלוהים מרחפת על פני המים. Try singing along with us. Do 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 do.
העדד נוהר במבואות הכפר, לעולי העבר בשבילי עפר, ואחרי כל צמד טמבלים מלבן משך הצללים.
What a beautiful way to gather together and to begin to welcome in our Sabbath. This Sabbath coincides with what we know as Earth Day, a day to celebrate the planet that we're on. And we have special readings for it, and as we think about it, you may want to just focus on those words a little bit. Of course, not written in this country, written as a pop song in the 1950s, I believe, in Israel. Again, the flocks wander along the village street, and the dust rises from sandy paths. Far away, the bells merge with the gathering shadows. Evening falls, evening falls. Again, the wind whispers amongst the garden fences, and from the tops of the cypress, the doves coo. And in the distance, the last rays of the sun caress the hilltops. Evening falls, evening falls. Again, the rose dreams languorous dreams, and gradually on high the stars begin to twinkle. And afar in the dark valley, the jackal accompanies the approach of night. Night falls, night falls. Okay. Would you please rise as we light our candles? And we hope that you'll light all of your candles at home as well. I don't know if you're going to reach it.
No, I can't.
No, you can't. Come round.
Come around. I'll hand that to you again. There we go. That's easier. And we say together, Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav, vetzivanu lahadlik ner shel Shabbat.
How wonderful not to have the complication of a Yom Tov as well. Please be seated. And we carry on with our theme. Let the fields be jubilant and everything in them. Let all the trees of the forest sing for joy.
יעלו שדי בכל אשר בו יעלו שדי איי 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 יעלו שדי בכל אשר בו יעלו שדי איי 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 אז ירננו כל עצי אז ירננו כל עצי שדי בכל אשר בו יעלו שדי איי 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 יעלו שדי בכל אשר בו יעלו שדי איי 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 אז ירננו כל עצי אז ירננו כל עצי יעלו שדי וכל אשר בו יעלו שדי איי 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 יעלו שדי וכל אשר בו יעלו שדי איי 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 איי.
We have people who join us from so many different environments on this earth, on this planet. The next tune, the melody we're going to sing to Lecha Dodi, was written by the Abu Yedaya congregation in Uganda. Their view of the world, I'm sure, will be very different to ours. The views, what they would write in songs, may describe different animals, different fauna, different trees that they might experience. All of them are the miracle of what is on our planet.
לך תודי לקראתי קלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך תודי לקראתי קלה, פני שבת נקבלה, שמור וזכור בדיבור אחד, השמיענו אל המיוחד, אדוני אחד ושמו אחד, לשם ולתפארת ולתהילה, לך דודי לקראתי קלה. פני שבת נקבלה, לקראת שבת לכו ונלכה, כי היא מקור הברכה, מראש מקדם נסוכה, סוף מעשה במחשבה תחילה, לך דודי לקראתי קלה. פני שבת נקבלה, התעוררי, התעוררי, כי באורך קומי אורי, אורי אורי שדברי, כבוד אדוני עלייך נגלה, לך דודי לקראתי קלה. פני שבת נקבלה, בואי ושלום עטרת בעלה, גם בשמחה ובצהלה, תוך אמוני עם סגולה, בואי חלה, בואי חלה, לך דודי לקראתי קלה. פני שבת נקבלה, לך דודי לקראתי קלה. פני שבת נקבלה. מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני. מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני, ולזמר לשמך העליון, ולזמר לשמך העליון, להגיד בבוקר חסדך, ואמונתך בלילות. מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני. מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני. Please rise. Nai, 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 nai. Nai, 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 nai. Nai, 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 nai. Nai, 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 nai. Nai, 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 nai. Nai, 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 nai. Baruch hu et Adonai, HaMevorach. Baruch
Eden, a poem by the late English poet Marilyn Finley. The garden grew lush and beautiful, immune to seasons, every bush bearing fruit, every plant ablaze with color, every tree heavy with apples, plums, pears. And all we had to do was care for it. Not much to ask, really, but to care for it without knowledge, without knowing the whole span of it, was too much for us to bear, so we grasped it for ourselves. We ate the fruit, all of it, leaving nothing, and we knew. Now, night after night, among the concrete and the tin foil food packets, and along narrow alleys between tall buildings, we search ceaselessly and never find it.
Ahavat olam, Beit Yisrael, Amecha ahavata, Amcha ahavata. Torah u'mitzvot, ukimu mishpatim, otanu limadeta, otanu limadeta. Al kein Adonai Eloheinu b'shoftenu, tkumeinu nasiach b'chukecha, v'nismach b'divrei Toratecha, u'mitzvotecha le'olam va'ed. Ki el chayenu, ve'oret yameinu, u'vahem negei yoman v'layla, negei yoman v'layla. V'ahavatcha tazor, v'imenu le'olamim. Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev amo Yisrael, Ohev amo Yisrael. Please rise. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kavod, Shem Kavod Malchuto Leolam, Leolam. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kavod, Shem Kavod Malchuto Leolam, Leolam va'ed. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai, Adonai Echad.
ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך, בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך. והיו הדברים האלה, אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם, בשבתך בביתך, ובלכתך בדרך, ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לעוד על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך.
אני אדוני, אני אדוני, אני אדוני אלוהיכם. אני אדוני, אני אדוני, אני אדוני אלוהיכם. למה תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני, אני אדוני, אני אדוני אלוהיכם. אני אדוני, אני אדוני, אני אדוני אלוהיכם.
Coming through the sea was only the beginning, the giddiness of walking through walls of living water. But the story doesn't end there. Now it's desert without a map. What if the next 40 years are bone dry and desolate? Maybe it wasn't so bad, that life numb and familiar. Cucumbers and fish fresh from the Nile. Certainty, a fixed path. Now hope unfolds its mighty wings, and every step risks failure. When I falter, remind me I didn't cross the sea alone. Remind me there's a mountain I'm heading toward, a promise that spans lifetimes of becoming together with you.
Bailim Adonai, Omi Kamocha, Neda Bakodesh, Nora Tehilot, Osef Eleh, Nora Tehilot, Osef Eleh, Ozi Zimrat Yah, Vayhili Yeshua, 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 Adonai Yimlo Leolam. והעמידנו מלכנו לחיים, השכיבנו אדוני, אלוהינו לשלום, והעמידנו מלכנו לחיים.
Today for us is a new day on earth. Let us live it in awe and wonder, how everything works. Should the trees cease to grow, should the sun cease to glow, should our hearts cease to beat, we thank you again and again that our world is complete. I can think, I can breathe, I can hope, I can sneeze, I can laugh, I can cry, I can pray. For the wonder each day, for the strength come what may, for the power to say, blessed are you, God, who has formed humanity with wisdom and commanded us to be stewards of the earth.
Baruch atah Adonai, haporei sukat shalom, aleinu ve'akol, yoshei tevel.
Please rise.
Da 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 da, 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 Adonai, Sefatai Tita, Upi Yahid, Tehilatecha, Adonai, Sefatai Tita, Upi Yahid, Tehilatecha.
Together we praise you, Eternal One, our God, and God of our ancestors, of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, of Sarah, Rebekah, Rachel, and Leah. Great and mighty, awesome and exalted God, you deal kindly with us and embrace us all. You remember the faithfulness of our ancestors, and in love bring redemption to their children's children, for the sake of your name. You are our sovereign and helper, our Redeemer and shield. We praise you, O God, shield of Abraham and protector of Sarah. Atah gibor le'olam Adonai, machayei metim atah rav lehoshia, mashiv haruach u'morid hageshem, mazriach hashemesh u'morid hatal, machalkel chaim b'chesed, machayei metim b'rachamim rabim, somech noflim v'rofeh cholim, u'matir asurim, u'mekayem emunato lishenei afar. Mi chamocha ba'al gvurot, u'mi domelach, melech memit u'machayeh, u'matzmiach Yeshua. V'ne'eman atah lehachayot metim, Baruch atah Adonai, machayeh hametim.
Kadosh atah v'nora shemecha, ve'ein lanu Eloah mibaladecha. Baruch atah Adonai, ha'el hakadosh.
Please be seated.
We can
Shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, la'asot et ha-Shabbat, לדורותם ברית עולם, ביני ובין בני ישראל, אותי לעולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, וביום השביעי שבת וינפש.
We'll continue each at our own pace in silence.
Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha, Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha, Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha, Tasim לעולם. שלום רב על ישראל עמך, תשים לעולם. כי אתה הוא מלך אדום לכל השלום. כי אתה הוא מלך אדום לכל השלום. שלום רב על ישראל עמך, תשים לעולם. שלום רב על ישראל עמך, תשים לעולם. בטוב בעיניך לברך את עמך ישראל, בכל עת ובכל שעה לשלום לך. שלום רב על ישראל עמך, תשים לעולם. שלום רב על ישראל עמך, תשים לעולם. תשים לעולם. תשים לעולם.
ברוך אתה אדוני, עושה השלום.
on to our concluding prayers, which you can all find in front of you.
This is the season of counting. This is the season of counting days and nights, of counting the space between slavery of the body and freedom of the soul. This is a season of seeing earth and sky, of seeing renewal in the land and renewal in our hearts. This is a season of journey, of inner journeys and outer journeys, taking us places that need us, places that we need. This is the season of counting, the season of joyous anticipation, of wondrous waiting in devotion and awe for our most precious gift, the gift that binds our hearts to each other across the millennia, the gift that binds our souls to God's holy word. And this is indeed the season of counting of the Omer, as we count from Pesach toward Shavuot to the moment when we receive God's holy word, the moment when we receive Torah. So if it's your custom to count the Omer, then please join me in the blessing for counting the Omer. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kidashanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu al sfirat ha'omer. Hayom shiv'a yamim shehem shavua echad la'omer. Today is 7 days, which is 1 week of the Omer.
Well counted.
You counted. Good. We all counted. It's a bit easier this week, this year, because we always get the full week on Shabbat, which is lovely.
Would you please rise as we turn to Aleinu? Aleinu l'shabach la'adon hakol, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, אשר שם חלקנו לייחד את שמו, וגורלנו להמליך מלכותו.
On this day, let us dedicate ourselves anew to the task that our ancestors tried in all their higher moments to fulfill, to bring nearer a time when all your children will understand that they are brothers and sisters, so that one in spirit and fellowship, they may be forever united before you. Then shall your sovereignty be established on earth, and the word of your prophet shall be fulfilled.
Adonai melech Adonai malach Adonai yimloch leolam va'ed.
We remember those who died in recent days and those who died at this time of the year in years gone by.
And on this Shabbat, we think of those whose yahrzeit falls at this time. Frederica Ellison, the mother of Ruth. Irene Aitman, the wife of Gabriel, mother of David, Tim, and Jane. June Cohen, the mother of Jonathan and Juliette Klein. Lily Joseph, the mother of Gillian Gordon. Peter Keynes, the brother of Barbara Conn. And we are saddened by the recent death of Myrtle Weiner, the cousin of Michael Wine, and also of Martin Kingsley, the father of Judith Keith, father-in-law of Gary. Zecher tzadikim livracha. May all that was dear and good in their lives endure always as a blessing and as a continual influence for good.
יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה, בעלמא דברה חירותי וימליך מלכותי, בחי אחון וביום אחון, וחיי דכל בית ישראל, בעגלה ובזמן קריב ואמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מבורך לעולם ולעולמי עלמיה. יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא. ותדע ותעלה ותהלל שמי דקודשה בריחו. לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה, דאמירן בעלמא ואמרו אמן. יהי שלמה רבה מן שמיה, וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום, עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ועל כל בני אדם, ואמרו אמן. may the Most High, source of perfect peace, grant peace to us, to all Israel, to all humanity, and to all those who mourn. Let us say,
Amen.
Amen. Please be seated. Tomorrow morning we welcome everybody who has young children, sort of 6 down, to come and join us in the sanctuary at 9:30 a.m. Or to join us online on our Zoom link, to come and join us for Tot Shabbat, one of the absolute highlights of a month. I think we live stream as well.
I don't think so.
I don't know, can't remember. Anyway, so you're going to have to come to the synagogue or get into the Zoom room. If you don't have details but would like to join and do have young children, you have to have children to come in. Then it can be grandchildren, whatever, doesn't matter. But
grandchildren is okay, but you have to come with a child.
You have to come with a child. You can't just come in as an adult.
Borrow your neighbour's child if you want to come.
If you don't have the link, then please just message Rabbi Leah or myself. Thank you for joining us in some beautiful readings tonight relating to the planet and all that is on it, our custodianship of it, and also joining us in words, regular words of prayer, and also of song and beautiful music. And I'm not sure if Miffy and Leo got to see all the comments this evening, but they were beautiful. Thank you
full of praise.
so very much for sharing this evening with all of us here, all of us. And if you want to join us in a few moments for Kiddush, please do feel free to join us in our Kiddush Zoom room right now. You'll have the details coming through.
They're coming on the screen already. And thank you also to our tech team now in full strength again. And lovely to have a new apprentice. Noah, we hope we didn't put you off with tonight. And I hope we're going to be able to sing this song. So I'm not sure if you know this one. I'm not sure I know this song. But it was very good. Hine tov me'od.
Elohim ekol asher asa, v'hine tov me'od. Vaya Elohim ekol asher asa, v'hine tov me'od. There was evening, there was morning, there was evening, there was morning. Va'erev, va'boker, tov me'od. Va'erev, va'boker, tov me'od. Vaya Elohim ekol asher asa, v'hine tov me'od. Vaya Elohim ekol asher asa, v'hine tov me'od. There was evening, there was morning, there was evening, there was morning. Va'erev, va'boker, tov me'od. Va'erev, va'boker, tov me'od.
There was evening, there was morning, and it was very good. Shabbat Shalom to you all.
Shabbat Shalom. And we made it through the whole of creation story from the beginning,
did,
Bereshit,
didn't we?
with the opening song to now, this end of the 6th day. There is wine coming round for the people in the sanctuary, and do join us in the Kiddush Zoom room as well. Come in with you. You'll have to bring your own wine, but it's always a pleasure to have you with us. For Ellie, it's probably a bit too early still for wine.
Well, and to Angela as well in Canada.
Oh yeah,
so
Angela is in
Cape
Canada
Cod
at the
Canada,
moment.
East Coast.
Bit too early for the wine, maybe. But for everyone else, maybe you'll join in with the juice. So lovely to come together As
There we
we
go.
are going to say.
We'll just wait for it.
We'll just wait for a second to
Second, we'll get
for
the wine.
everyone to get some wine.
Kiddush wine coming round. Fantastic. Yes, and after the Tot Shabbat as well, we have Bar Mitzvah at 11 o'clock as
Absolutely.
well for Teddy Archibald. So please do join us in the sanctuary or your own sanctuary to come and celebrate with us. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'ratza b'anu v'shabbat kodsho be'ahava u'ratzon hinchilanu zikaron l'maaseh v'reishit כי הוא יום תהילה למקראי קודש זכר ליציאת מצרים כי באנו בחרת ואותנו קידשת מכל העמים ושבת קודשך יהבה וברצון הנהלתנו Baruch atah Adonai Mekadesh HaShabbat. Amen. L'chaim.
And it's always a special challenge when Seventh Day Pesach falls on a Friday, because the kosher bakers don't bake on the seventh day, because most of them keep an eighth day also. So our care coordinator went through a lot of hassle to make sure we have some challah in the freezer. And then the rabbis failed to take the challah out of the freezer. So there will be challah tomorrow morning, but tonight, unless you want challah ice cream, and eat the challah as a lolly, there won't be challah in our sanctuary.
But we'll say hamotzi anyway for all the meals that we're going to have and the bread
Absolutely,
we're
we're
going
going
to
to
have later
say hamotzi together.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz. B'te'avon for those who have it.
Shabbat
And Shabbat shalom to our
Shabbat shalom and goodbye to the live stream.